The weekend is here, rest is near. It's a Friday. Plus Sports and PlusTvAfrica. Welcome on the show. My name is Wally Scott. Now, the song we're singing this morning is God Give Us This Day against Liberia, 5 p.m. Nigerian time at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, the World Cup qualifiers. Now, goalkeeper Okoye is hoping to keep a third clean sheet for Nigeria when they take on Liberia in a 2022 World Cup second round qualifier at the Teslim Balogun Stadium today, this evening. Okoye, who has kept 2 clean sheets, conceding 7 goals in his 8 games for the Eagles since his cameo debut appearance against Brazil in 2019, added that the Super Eagles were eager to begin their Qatar 2022 World Cup qualifying campaign on a winning note. The Eagles have recorded 9 wins from their last 14 encounters against Liberia. 22-year-old is not kept a clean sheet for Sparta Rotterdam in their opening 3 Dutch league games, conceding 7 goals. Now, this is going to be strange. I've got Mukail Tinubu on Zoom, and this Maduka Okoye guy, let's compare him to our former goalkeepers. Peter Rufai, Dosu Joseph, Vincent Enyama. He's not in their class. Now, this is a guy who has not conceded for Nigeria, but has consistently conceded for his club in Rotterdam. He has conceded 7 goals at the beginning of the season already. They've only played 3 matches. And this man is a man we want to trust. So when Mukail joins us on Zoom, we'll talk about our goalkeeping chances, our chances of not conceding, and our chances tonight against Liberia. How many goals have they scored in the past? How good is that team? Now, world number 1 Novak Djokovic defeated Dutchman Talon Grespor 6-2, 6-3, 6-2. Bianca Andreescu winning against Latrin Davis and Kei Nishikori, ending the 5-set match against Mackenzie McDonald with a victory in the US Open second round. Novak Djokovic. Mukail Tinubu, welcome on the show. I have Mukail Tinubu via Zoom. Some stunts that we play here. Okay. Good morning, Mukail.
Good morning. Thank you for accommodating my virtual presence.
Yeah. Now, I was talking about Maduka Okoye, who insisted that he's not going to concede goals. And I'm trying to do a comparison of Maduka Okoye with our former goalkeepers, Peter Rufai, Vincent Enyama, Dosu Joseph. And this is a guy who, in 3 matches in the Bundesliga, has already conceded 7 goals. But he has not conceded for Nigeria yet.
Certainly he has a reputation for not conceding for Nigeria, which might be a boom for him to make such an assertion. That said, if you look at the opposition we're facing, Liberia, their last 5 games, they've only scored 1 goal. And that was against Algeria in a heavy 5-1 loss. So the last few games, they haven't been able to really find the back of the net. So it is possible for us to accept his notion that, yes, he will not concede against this particular opponent. But life has a way of making you eat your words just as you utter them.
Now, our chances against Liberia. Most people, the Aqua United coach, insisted that, listen, complacency has always been the Eagles' problem. Can we go complacent against Liberia? And if we do...
No, we can't afford to, because no African team is without its own unique strength. And at the end of the day, sports in Africa boils down to will and power. If any team on any given day decides that they simply must win, they can. And Nigeria's history of constantly underestimating a lot of African opposition is the reason why we don't do too well so consistently. I mean, we should have more Confederation Cup under our belt, more Nations Cups under our belt, but we don't because we take such matches lightly. And the qualifications for the World Cup this time around, I mean, we're always grouped against these teams. We should know them well enough to know not to take them lightly. But a lot of our players come from abroad, come from the English Premier League, come from Serie A, come from French League, and they are used to facing up against stronger opposition, and they have less, I would say, motivation to truly represent Nigeria to the fullest extent of their own talents and abilities. They forget sometimes that they're not playing with the same sort of 11 that they do in their club football, and that these African teams do not play the kind of respectable, life easy touch football that they experience elsewhere in Europe.
Okay, now, stay with us, Mikhail. England eased to a comfortable 4-0 win over Hungary at the Puskas Arena on Thursday and move 5 points clear at the top of the World Cup qualifying Group I. It was a miserable night for Hungary on the field, and the country's football federation is likely to face a FIFA investigation after crowd misbehavior and reports of racial abuse of two of England's black players. Southgate condemns unacceptable racist abuse of England players in Hungary. Mikhail, that was Gareth Southgate. England have conveniently maintained their perfect record in the World Cup qualifiers. They topped their group. England were in the finals recently in the Euros. And the question is this England's year? Can these guys make it happen?
I don't, from history, historical records, from just how they've performed in recent years, I don't know if I would give it to them because it's like we've had conversations in the past about why is Belgium so high on the rankings? Why are they number one? And my argument has always been they do well mostly. They play most of their games, they win. And England under Southgate have done incredibly well to beat a lot of opposition teams proper before the competition proper. But then when the competition itself, the after qualification phase is done with, when the competition itself begins, they don't seem to do as well because they struggle. They have 1-1 games where they score only once or score they end the match 1-1 and have to go to penalties. England have always had a lot of talent that they could bring to the fore during the tournament proper, but they don't seem to have the answer or the key to unlock the final level of this competition. I don't know if Southgate is the manager to give it to them, but he has proven himself a very good tournament manager.
Now, it's not only England that are doing very well. Now, Brazil have maintained their perfect record in World Cup qualifying with a 1-0 victory over Chile in Santiago. Now, Flamengo's Everton Ribeiro scored the only goal following up to finish when Neymar's shot was blocked. Palmeiras goalkeeper Everton had made a final double save in the first half to deny Eduardo Vargas after he blocked Arturo Vidal's free kick. Chile sits 7th in the 10th team qualifying table. Welcome back. Some drama after the match against Chile. Now, I'll still go to Mikhail very soon, but Argentina moved closer to a place at next year's World Cup with a 3-1 qualifying victory away to Venezuela, where Lionel Messi completed his first 90 minutes of the season. The PSG star didn't score, but was at the center of the game's defining moments. Now, Mikhail, sports analysts were consistently complaining that Messi has not had enough playing time and he might not play in that game. He played 90 minutes and the first goal was a through pass from Messi. Typical Messi. He made the defenders look like they were toddlers.
when you're as gifted and talented as Messi is, the game kind of seems to slow down. And the older you get, the more it seems like you are able to read the game better than everyone else on the pitch. Messi has always been a playmaker, and that is where he thrives the most. Adding goal scoring to his repertoire of skill set has been the thing that has defined his game for years. But at the root, at the heart of his game, is about playmaking. He would be a better midfielder if he ever decided to drop deeper and simply stick to that responsibility.
Before we go quickly, Mukail, there are transfers. Did you ever think that Manchester United would ever? I thought it was going to be a loan, but they sold Daniel James to Leeds. I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming.
After his first year at Manchester United, there was a lot of expectations for Daniel James. But it feels like he never really met up to those expectations. It was the reason why Man United always felt they had to go out and get Jadon Sancho. Mason Greenwood is seen as the best finisher in the Manchester United team. Rashford is mostly, when he's fit, not someone you can drop on the left. Martial, there's still plenty of potential in Martial, even when he doesn't play to his best ability. I feel that Martial's greatest limitation comes from not having the appetite to really work hard for it. But Daniel James has always been a hard worker, but doesn't seem to have had the best time at Manchester United.
But quickly, Mukail, before we go, quickly. It's your club, so you should talk about this. Quickly, I have no time anymore. Saul Niguez to Chelsea, your club. Saul Niguez, yes. What will he do? What does he add to the club?
He is a versatile midfielder, able to defend, but his real talent has been as a number 10, being able to create, having a lot of energy to bomb forward and return back to defense to cover. As you have seen the way Chelsea play, every player has to contribute, both going forward and backward. Even from defense, the passes must come with an eye for splitting the opposition's defense, and Saul Niguez can do that.
Thank you very much for joining us on the show this morning, Mukail Tinubu. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my producer, Toby Olushola. Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa on a Friday. Weekend is here, rest is near. My name is Wally Scott. Like I always advise you at the end of every show, if not for anything, at least for your heart, do some sports.